I'm not talking this entire time. I spent 8 minutes not talking. Well, at least you guys couldn't hear me, is what it was. I thought something was, that's why I was a little nervous. All right, restart. Welcome to the Dragon Kitty Show 2. I am your host, Draka. I feel like embarrassed. I spent almost 9 minutes talking and no one could hear me. Um, my co-host is asleep. But anyway, let's get to what I was talking about. You're seeing me right now. I'm making leather and stuff like this. Um, I had originally started off with leather working at 20, but somebody had suggested to making some backpacks. And the idea with the backpack packs were really, really good ideas. I've already said this once, but again, like I said, it wasn't, there was no voice, so you couldn't hear me. So I'm repeating myself. Thankfully, it was only 8 minutes, and my memory is not quite as a goldfish yet. Uh, so, uh, the thing is like, I had mugs that I gave out milk to last year because, my deed is basically a huge farm. I am notoriously known for breeding horses and stuff like that, but I also have other animals, and I'm one of those Farmer Dale type gals. And so a person has suggested me a really cool idea as well, to add with the tokens of that I give out. How about backpacks with my signature on there? And I was like, all right. So I made 100 of them to start off with, and they plan on imping them up higher. And so we could put the little jugs of milk in there and little knickknacks or whatever, so other people can have a backpack that they could carry around and stuff other stuff in there too, like little prizes or whatever they win during the games or the lunalong. So that was a really cool idea. So him and I has been working with this idea. So I'm making some creation leather for the creation crafting uh, BSB. It is for the lunalong. So I'm like doing 300 of everything except for iron. I got like 1,000 in there. Um, well, everything I am able to make or have that I have on hand, of low level materials. So this is my goal. Is like, so if somebody needs a shovel made, and an iron shovel or something, or um, a pick breaks. Now I do know that some people have done this, and so this is one of the reasons why I have this. This is not a guarantee. If something breaks, that we're going to replace it, because during enchantments and stuff, we don't we can't guarantee, because it's if it shatters, that's the risk, and I have signs for that, I believe. I have to check to make sure that I know it's also on the site, so it's told up there. Draco, you have just saved me several hundred in silvers. Thank you for hosting this. I will be there. I will be there as well. As long as you are on the old cluster. Well, I have to admit to creating a new tune just to see if I could invite said tune, but it only works on the same server. But so anyway, and then people are over here talking and stuff, trying to pay attention. But so like I've had a lot of help, and my first Lunalong, I was afraid it wasn't going to happen. I've probably said this several times. You guys probably hear me say this, but Shrimpy was amazing. He saved me because I sent him a message and I'm like, look, are people going to be mad at me if I cancel this? And it was because this is my first one, right? And he was like, what's wrong? What do you mean cancel? Like, because I've been advertising it, I've been pushing, I've been trying so hard. The thing is there was another person, and I can't remember who, and I'm not like talking bad about him, but each person has their own method on how to get the materials. And they would ask for their materials to be given by donations and stuff like that purely. So they didn't have any like that they put into it or whatever their own. I think is what I was told. I don't know if that's exactly true or if I'm remembering that wrong, which is possible because I not got a very good memory. But So as a result, people were, they would donate, and that was how he got the material. Well, I personally was doing it where I was buying the material, I was making the materials, and things like that. That's how I was doing it. But the problem is as the time went along, the year came to an end for me being on the road, and I didn't have enough to do so because I think that year I had an event go on. I know the second year I did. No, it was that year. I'm pretty sure yes, it was that year. A big event happened. And so as a result, I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to do it. I still had to build buildings. I had to do this. I had to do that. And so Shrimpy's like, "What do you need?" And I gave him the list of stuff I need. And he's like, "I got you. Go ahead and work on your buildings and stuff like that. If you need any mats for the buildings, let me know, and I'll see what I can do to help you out." And he pulled it. He pulled it out of the hat, like poof, and it went off. Yeah, I had a great lunalong. There was some stuff I've learned. Like I learned how there's a difference where if you're underground, you could see everybody above ground for miles almost, but when you're above ground, but you can't see anybody underground. So I've learned some of these little problems and stuff like that because my Impelong was sort of up above and underground because I was planning eventually putting everything underground. But because I was throwing my first Impelong, it was that kind of an issue. And so it went well. I met Baby. I've met several cool people. I even got to squeal like a little child when I met Bloody Drango, Retrograde. Like I got to meet these people, even though we're characters and not like actually met them in physical persons and stuff like that. But to talk to them, like I've been watching these people. The Factional Fight Brothers were there, and I was just like fangirling. Catspur came. Like, I was like, oh my god. To me, these are superstars. And though I have about 166 followers and I get views and stuff like that, I still don't feel like I'm in that tier, if that makes sense. Like, these guys, they're way up here, and I'm still like on the bottom. And that's how I felt even then. And I wasn't even a streamer. So I was like a little girl. It was so funny. And Bloody Drago was confused because I kept saying, "I'm sorry, but I'm fangirling right now." And everybody's like, "What?" He was like, "What in the world is fangirl?" And they're like, "That's when somebody's a fan of yours and is going crazy." I was like, "Thank you. I'm not making this up." It was so great, and it was so funny. So the first one went up without a hit, but I've learned so much. And so I applied it to the second time because I learned like one of the big things I learned from Shrimpies and mine combined was that people didn't quite like having the forges on the bottom floor because of all the smoke. If they're on the top floor as the enchanters and stuff, that messes with their screens because you're standing in smoke. That made sense. So that's when I readjusted and made this building. And in the second year, I made it. I was so excited. I had a good portion of the mats. I went ahead and had already had all my other mats basically ready to go before a month beforehand, if not two. I think it was August. Yeah, about 3 months in advance. Because I wanted to be ready. Like I didn't want to have that happen again, like I did the year before. Well, unfortunately, I think a combination of things went bad. Now, it didn't go bad. It wasn't as a big hit, in my opinion of mine. I didn't have a lot of attendees, but there was a number of reasons for this. One, I think I didn't advertise it as well as I should have, and that's my bad. Two, there was another major event in the game going on at the same time, and that was the Jackal event. And so they were raiding, I think. I wasn't part of the Jackal event thing. I jumped on I went through the moon portal just to look at the moon, go, ooh, this is pretty, take a couple pictures and went back. That's quite literally what I did. I was like a tourist for a few seconds and then ran back. Um, but there was like a fortress or something that they were raiding, and this was happening during my lunalong. And I was like, well, crap. But it still went off fairly well. I still got close to 100 or so people or whatnot, and it wasn't as big as, like, it was not even close to half capacity of the first one I had. I think this is the golden year. So, other than it's not in November, which was during a lunar festival, that's the reason why it was called lunalong. I keep it as a lunalong because, first off, when they hear lunalong, most people know since they've attended the first and second one. Oh, look at that! I'm out of hide. Let's get some more hide. Hold on a second here. Um, doot. Boop. Alright. So, since some of the people have came to my first and like my second one, it's become like a trademark. Like, even though Shrimpy's Impalong was actually Blackmore Shrimpalong or Impalong, but we called it Shrimpalong because it's him. Now, I don't think it would have worked with my name being Draca. Dracalong? Yeah, doesn't sound too good. So I have to give my props to Leander, my good friend of mine, because he helped me create the name on the first year. And because he knows I'm a big moon fan. In fact, I worship Diana, the goddess of the moon, and things like that. So it worked really, really well for me. And not to mention, I had the really cool Hada statues, the ones of the Lady of the Lakes that holds the sword up. I just love those. They're so beautiful. Anyway, so I had a few of those, of course, naturally. And so, with everything came together this year, I really am expecting a huge crowd this year. Primarily because a lot of people said they're coming. I got a good group of staffers, which I can always do for more staffers nationally if I talk with you and whatnot. Um, I got a good group of Empers coming. Like this year, I feel really good about this. I'm excited. A lot of people are actually excited about it because, um, hey, I plan to come. Hey, how you doing? Is that who I think it is? It says Drongos, but I'm not. It's like I think I've recognized your name, but for some reason this is making me freak out. But hi, Drongos. It's nice to see you. You look familiar, man. Thought I recognize you. We have had messages before. Yes, we have. Nifty. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. I'm good about getting distracted, so apologize for that. You plan on coming? I appreciate that 100%. Thank you. Um, I visited your stream a few times before, but I am not a big name in Worm. There you go. I do appreciate you visiting my stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then you said you're coming. So like I said, there is a lot of people coming this year. I think partially because this year has been really rough. Not just like for dev team or anything like that, because they launched the new servers this year, and that went over so well that I was actually to the dev team. They did a really good job, and not to mention they're like, oh crap, there's too many, and they managed to throw out new lands as quickly as they probably had a generator that generated the lands, and they stuck them out. But the fact is they still did really good. They kept up with it. They've been really awesome. This is a game that I actually truly enjoy, and so I tried to get as much as possible done I could before now. So, I do still have a few little things that I have. Like, I am now finished with the forged area, so like the second floor is officially done. But I'm going through. I have a little checklist of things I need to check to make sure I got these. Like, um, one of the things I have saw that has not been introduced. Now, maybe it's because it's a bad idea, but I'm going to attempt this. Which while I'm doing this, I could look this up. Um, is the paper skill thing. So if you work on book covers, it increases your paper skill. And if I remember correctly, and this is what I gotta look it up real quick. Um, let's see here. Okay, there we go. If I remember correctly, imping a book also increases your paper skilling, and it uses cloth. And so it uses tailoring tools. Now, I know it seems weird. Why do you want to do this? Well, here's the reason why I'm doing this. If I could put a bunch of little books in there and keep them at low quality, this will give or make some, Heck yeah, I might be giving away little book covers or something, or books for people, or whatever. But this helps people get that papaya skill up too. I thought that was a really cool idea. So that's one thing I wanted to add. And there's something about rope making, but I don't know what you can use to increase your rope making skill. Like, I was legitly trying to figure these out. So I have a few things here. Like, I need to make a box for the arrows for fletching, so I'm gonna have a chest. I don't know how many quivers can fit in a chest though. But I wanted to separate it from the bows so that people can work on them separately because so they can put more bows in. I might actually use the bow racks, but I don't know how many bows can go into a bow rack. But I am going to use saddle racks and stuff like that for the enchanting area and maybe up on the leather area. So I'm going to use some of these brand new racks that they put out because why not? This is a prime time to use these instead of using the archaic everything going into a coffin. This way people could throw stuff into these where they belong. Because like for saddles, I think a saddle rack can hold up to, I want to say 10 or 12. Let me see. 12. Oh no, wait. Yeah, 15 can hold up to 15 items. So in a big coffin, you can't put that many in there. So things like that is going to be really helpful. I think for all those people who are wanting to get their saddles amped, who wants to get them enchanted and things like that. So that's something I'm planning on doing as well. Um, because I want to help fellow other gamers because they've been so amazing to me. They really have. To be perfectly honest, the gaming community and all the other players in this game has been one of the biggest supports, and they've always been a huge support. And this is my way of saying thank you. I even made sure I requested the time off, despite that normally we don't work in December. But I was like, I'm sorry, but I'm taking this time off. And they're like, we got you. We got you. We understand. And so, even though I have staff and everything, I was like, I have to be there for my event, for at least my goal is to be sure to be there from the kickoff to the end. Now, there might be a day that I might not be able to get on as often during the day because a friend of mine is bringing his puppy over uh, on the 18th, and the puppy stays over from the 18th to the 26th. And so, as a result of having this puppy, like when he brings him home, I'm gonna have to take care of the puppy, make sure the puppy's okay, and set up and stuff like that. So there's that. So, and of course, my guys that I normally game on Sunday is going to be butthurt for about 2 Sundays, I think. Let's see. Yeah. Like I said, they're going to be butthurt for 2 Sundays because I told them I'm not coming. I said, I have this event. I am hosting an event. I'm not skipping out on this. Like, this is my thing. And they're like, "Rah, rah, rah." I'm like, you know what? You could rah, rah, all you want. It ain't happening. It's an event. It's something I do, and that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna be there. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. But yeah. So my goal today, to be honest, is to get some of this stuff done. So like I said, I've already gotten the forge area done today. I got a few of my extra notes that I've been running around. Like, um, one of my uh friends on the game, he tends to make amphras to give away. So he'll make them. I think he makes them small or something like that, like super high. Maybe I missed it, but do you have hotel list set up? I'm making one. Yes. I don't normally do. I have over 60 something beds, but I might actually set up a separate area for select people. If you want a hotel list, PM me at the forums if you can. Because at the time I do not, because I do have an inn upstairs, and I could probably set the inn, or it's above ground, but it's a really beautiful area, so I might set that one up for come on, click. Okay, for people who uh are helping and things like that, so they have a place. Because the other inn, I forgot how many beds is in the other inn. I don't know if it's written down, so I'm looking to see. Because I tend to write a lot of things down. I need red and pink. What would I need red and pink for? Hmm. See. Sorry, give me a second, guys. I apologize. Ooh, I can mark that off, by the way. I have the backpacks for the forges done. Still need to make a storage war building, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do storage wars this year. That it's primarily because I don't have the space yet. That's done. Place to park wagons and other. I think I might find a place for that. My helpers list. Emu. I got a hold of everybody. Races. Sorry, give me a second. I do apologize for this. I'm trying to see if I do or don't. I don't. I thought I'd written it down how many beds I had. And I probably did on a sticky note, but I don't think I wrote it down on my sheet. Yeah, I don't see it, so I'm thinking I didn't write it down yet. Well, I let me rephrase it. I did write it down. It's just not on here. So I do have an like I do have some in like I think it was 60 rooms, a grand total or something. I'm pretty certain of that number. Where's my where was I? Where's my sheet? There we go. I had to find where I was at. So yeah, send me on the forums, Draca. DRACAA. Sorry, I feel like I got a burp. Um, I will definitely get your message through there, because that is, yeah, that's how I get messages all the time. Speaking of which, that just reminds me. Um, you said it was a new message. Okay, there we go. Still not a new message. Okay. It just did the little, it gave me the bell, but it wasn't a new message. Figures. Um, Let me just drop this above here. There we go. But like I said, I will check to see how many beds I have. I do have a campground as well. Which is if you check out the forum, right above what when you said maybe I missed it, but is there a hotel set up? That forum right there, I don't, I think I just put the campground pictures up on there about a couple weeks ago. So there's a campground, and like 3 days before, which in 3 more days, I will draw back the original deed that holds over to protect it, so people can sit their tents there too. Was just someone who was just someone who asked. I will pass the message along. We just got a new deed pretty close by. Oh, did you? That's so cool. I love having neighbors. I do. I really do. Because my deed is huge, so I love having neighbors. Okay, so we should have. Like, I got about 200. Okay, fine. We'll do this. We'll do this. Because I don't want to sit there and keep making more. Let's do that. Okay, so I need 92 to make me happy. Like I said, this is creation leather, so this is all I need is creation. Okay, there we go. Oh, I need to plug that up. Do we have a thingamabob to plug it up? I do not. That's leather. There should be. Is it in this one? Fuel and kindling? No. Leather. Don't tell me I had more leather. Oh, that's high quality leather. Well, okay. That's high quality leather for me. All right, there we go. All right, we will put this hide back in here because it's a partial, admittedly, but this is where hide goes. There we go. Take that off my little thing because that's going to drive me nuts. We're going to stick this barrel in here. Do I have to be standing on the ground to seal? No. Fabulous. There we go. Quest stream. Wait, what? Sorry, I just got a message on my... Oh, guest. Oh my goodness. I really, for some strange reason, when I type in guest and my brain thinks guest, I always put Q instead. Like, they're not near each other. There's no reason for me to do that, but my brain automatically puts Q in there. And I feel stupid when I do it. And I just don't know why, but I naturally do it. It's hilarious. Let me get a second here. There we go. So I forgot there's one person. He's not on my Facebook because he doesn't usually use Facebook. And I didn't send him a message that I was streaming because he usually likes to know. All right. So now I'm thinking 300 is a good, decent number to start with. If we need more, we'll get more. This way, we prevent people from using the higher quality mats for imping. They can use the low quality stuff to make their mats, their things. So this is the crafting. I think it would be the, ooh. Okay, give me a second here. 11th or 12th. Okay. Sorry. Give me just a second. Boop doop boop. That is a Friday, Saturday, which is either the kickoff or, okay, so There's the, okay, that is the grand opening and chess tourney starts. Sorry, just give me a second. Like, I've got guest streamers too coming. Um, I'm still working on getting them set for particular days. Probably be better for me. Sweet. Okay, what time? So the 12th, I'll have Gaffer. So like I said, I'm getting guest streamers and things like this. So I'm working on setting up the schedule for my streamers. Unfortunately, the reason I don't have this sooner is a lot of them don't know what their schedule is right now because due to the fact it's the holidays. So there's a lot of going on. But I have a good group of like 10 people of streamers, and this event's going on for 10 days? Almost 12? Oh, that sounds cool. I like that idea. Yeah, I thought about it when I was sitting there. I was watching another streamer, and I was like, why don't we introduce our streamers to the players and our players to the streamers? And since this is the first year I'm actually streaming during my lunalong. I tried to do it last year, but all kinds of hell broke loose. And so far, I have Bun Bun. I have Gaffer. I have Mick Kofer. I have Retrograde, which like I said, I got lots of people. Catsper, she says she couldn't do it, which is okay. I'm not mad. Ted Zuga, if I pronounce his name. Nasawa, Fab. Yeah, I got a few. And I might even have the Factional Fight Brothers. I might even have them. So I'm like, so excited. But they don't know yet. They don't know. I said might. I'm in Europe though. So hope some stuff will happen in the early morning. Right? Well, see, I'm in the States, so that's the reason why I asked their time. Oh, he's central. Oh my lord. Central, he lives like right in my area. All right. Give me just a second. There we go. So what I tend to do is when I put things up on the site, if you go and look, you'll notice that I already have, let's see. I I had to get there. I have the fashion show and when it starts. And the reason why I'm doing this is starting I have when it starts, but I also have a timer event on the or timer to help you guys as well so you can be sure that no matter what time zone you are, that's exactly when that's going to happen. 13 days, blah 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 blah. I did that mostly for me. Because of so many people being in Australia, Germany, Europe, Ireland, like all over the country, and then of course in America, I was having a hard time. So I needed to do this so I can schedule a time. And I've screwed my sleep schedule up. I'm going to bed at 7 a.m. in the morning basically nowadays. But at my time, because right now it's 8 p.m. in the evening. And I'm doing this because I know a lot of people over there, their times are different. And so I did this to help out people like where the guest streamers, it's should be like I should put them in the same time with the events. And I think that's probably what I'm going to do. But I might like say I'm constantly involving my forum and things like this. So it's just things like that. I have 2, 4, 6, 8 helpers. So at least I have a good range of helpers that's going to help out. And of course I'm going to be mostly on, like, as I can't say I'll be on 24/7, but I will be on quite a bit. Like to the point where the one of somebody's going to tell me get the heck off now and go to sleep because my one of my biggest plans is I also plan on streaming during this time. Um, through the lunalong event. So like I could catch all the fun crap that's going on and people could watch this and see what it's like. So or and things like that. That's my plan. Uh so yay, I got McGoofer or not McGoofer, Gaffer. So that's awesome. I got him now. So let's get down here. I got it popped up so I need to put it in. So let me write this down real quick too. In case I forget. I tend to write everything down. I do lots of post-it notes. Like I have a whole bunch of post-it notes over here. Quite little. Anyway, so I do these things like that because that'd be the 12th, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central Time. Okay, so this way I have it written down. Bun was testing her camera today, so might be able to get her on cams also. That'd be awesome, because I need to get a hold of Bun Bun. Because Bun Bun and I have been talking, and we hadn't had a chance to get together. So, because we need to figure out, because she was talking about trying not to do it with Discord, because Discord's a pain for her. And I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to do that then. Because part of it is I want to use Discord as well because I have channels and setups for the Discord. And this way I could set it up so that people could also come in and talk with us if they choose, So, like, this is... Ooh, I'm lagging a little bit, sorry. I know a lot of people like to pick on Xanadu for the lag, but that was all me. Because I got so many things running in the background. Hold on a second. Let's close you out. Why we got you guys open. Close out. Let's see if this helps. Close you out. Xanalag. I know. Everybody likes to blame Xanadu right away. But primarily, I don't think it's 100% Xanadu. A lot of the issues I've been having... Because I don't have these problems normally. Here we go. There we go. That's a little bit better. I don't normally have these problems except when I'm streaming. So during the lunalong, this is going to be fun. I might actually have to dumb down my settings. Or just figure out something. I don't know. Uh-oh. Okay. She's trying to act up. I also have all my settings like super maxed out. Because my laptop is amazing and I could do that. I love my laptop a lot. Okay, so did it unload? Where'd it go? I don't need it right there because I need it to move. There it's place. Alright, so we are going to flip this so it's easier for them to get a hold of it. Like, come on, stop. There we go. Eep. I don't know if this is Xanadu lag, honestly. I mean, I know it's about the time. What do you mean an error has occurred? Tell me there was an error again. No. And if you just saw a skeleton hand, yes. Do not panic. Yeah, I see multiple profiles, so I could swap. I use multiple profiles, so I could sweep between good looks or bad performance as I see fit. Yeah, I do too. Alright, secure. There we go. I have, because I have other alts too. My alts, I have one for particularly my alts They're all low view stuff. And then I have one for Draca, which is special, like the high. And then I have one which I'm traveling, so I have to, because when I'm on the road, sometimes the place's internet suck bad. Because, not all hotels have great internet. And so it's just things like that. So, okay, now we got the crafting materials. So that's that's at least some crafting materials. I'm pretty sure I need cloth and things like that, but I'll get to that a little bit later because I think I got some upstairs or something. It might, but I want to get the rest of this together, so we will put this to the side and add another sticky. Uh, More crafting because there's still a lot of things I got to do. Like, um, there's stuff that I keep remembering. And I'm like, oh, I can't not forget this, and I haven't wrote it down, and I need to write this down. Um, Dag nabbit, I forgot what else I need. So now I forget, but I'll remember it here in a bit, I'm sure. All right. So on my list of things I need to get together, let's see. I need to make some saddle racks. It says each one holds up to 15. It says. Can hold 15 items total. Now, do they have to be like at 100 to hold 15 items? You can load 3 racks into the cart and 12 into a wagon. Wow. So Shrimpy did something that I thought was pretty cool, except I can't get away with it. He put a gnar in the middle of the enchanting area so that there was multiple shelves and stuff in there, rafts and stuff. And he did this last year on his last one. And so there was a bunch of rafts with stuff you could put in for enchanting. I thought that was really cool, except the problem I have with that, as you could tell, is this is the bottom floor, right? That won't work. The sail will be all up in the, yeah, it just won't work. Like, let me get off my wagon. Believe it or not, it moves better with my wagon. There we go. So this is the enchanting area. If you haven't saw this, I'm still working on it. Like I said, I have some shelves over here for freebies because I know some people will make stuff and to give away, and they just throw some freebies up there, or they bring some extra stuff. So this way we could put them on here, and I have racks and stuff like that for them because I know I have a person who loves making afros. I was making bricks last year because I was trying to make more materials for this year on building and stuff like that. And not to mention, as much as I clear out of rock, I hate seeing rock go to waste. So I was making bricks. And a few people came up and they're like, I want to join. Can I make some bricks? And I'm like, sure, you don't have to. You want to keep them if you make them or what or whatever? And they're like, no, no, no. So they literally were making bricks for me. And I was like, but it was cool because it was working on their masonry for stone cutting. Because masonry, I don't think the marble stuff that you can work on, I don't think that works on stone cutting. I think it just does masonry. So making bricks actually works on your stone cutting. So it was for my plan when I was doing it. It wasn't to make others do it. It was so I could be in here, being involved in the sense of the word, making my bricks that I needed to make for whatever I have to do coming up the year, because I always need it. As a result, a few others came to help, and I was actually getting a lot of bricks, and they were getting the skill gain from it too. And that was the other reason why I had it set up over here, so that I could sit here is so while the people do their enchants or their what is it called? Sermons, they can get that plus from me to help their ticks. So, like, it was legitly a legit thing. Like, I was actually trying to do that, and I was just a little nervous when I was doing it last year because I was afraid somebody was going to say I'm getting or stealing free help or something like that. And that wasn't the case at all because I was just literally just making bricks because I needed bricks. And I had all this material, I might as well just make it. And so I was just making the bricks so that I can store them away, and whenever I need stone bricks or whatever, I have it because I'm making lots of roads and things like that. So I need the materials for these things. So yeah, that was legitly what's going on. So we have this little lounge area. Like, this is where the finished items, like, so they're overflow. So if there's items that are finished and they get called out and somebody doesn't pick them up, they get brought down here by the staffers. So there's several things here. Each one's for each floor. And then there's like 3 shelves in them. So it works really out. This is the lounge, the AFK lounge. Now, this was actually a great little idea that Leander did last year. And they did this whole setup. And it was funny because in this, it says, "We love you, Draca." This was the first gift I got from my first lunalong. They left one for me and one for Amar and Aroma. So I obviously gave Aroma's hers, and I kept mine, but I kept it titled and everything because I loved it so. The thing I was finding was at the end of the day, I was walking over here. Somebody said, "You should check your coin pots." I was like, "What do you mean, my coin pots?" So people were putting coins in there, in the jar, in the bowl. Like, they were putting coins in there. And I was like, "Why do you guys do this?" And they're like, "Well, because they were getting it from their sermons, their prayers and stuff like that. So they just figured they'd donate it." And I was like, "Oh, that is so cool." So it was actually kind of funny because I had to check it every day to get it because there was a bunch. They would fill it up. And so this, when he put the meditation rug, somebody actually sat there and meditated and said, "Do you know what this is?" And we're like, "What do you mean? It's a meditation rug." No, they know. They said, "This tile is a path of insanity." I was like, "Are you kidding me?" It was perfect. The perfect corner. It was just perfect. I loved it. So, yeah. And then, of course, this is where everybody's area is a chat. I have moved them around because you'll see there's a lot of blank um, altars right now, and that's due to the fact that we had a bunch of you can see these are regular, they're Nora, and then of course they go to the blank because they all be in quotation, or not quotations, but in apprentices. So I moved it around so that they should be multiples for them, and I'm hoping people enchant them for me. Since they took away the other gods, I did decide to take away the altars because screw it, you know. I said, why not have multiple altars anyway, so some people could have their own little altar in a sense. And so this was where I was having people, they could cast for dirt and stuff like that, and they could cast it in here, and I would empty it out, which you can see I need to empty it out again because I was casting dirt in it. Originally, it was just for me to do, and I was using my own vegetables, not the Empalong vegetables for one of my ults. I was trying to get her channeling up. So I was doing it. I was sitting there going like that, and they're like, "Can we do that too?" And I'm like, "If you want. I mean, I'm keeping the dirt in case I need it for other things, or, you know, do the land masses I've changed because my deed is so huge." And they're like, "No problem." I'm like, "Okay." Like, it just shocked me how people were willing to help out so much, and I loved it. And so this is where all the stuff would go. So you could see them by just looking at them, what their each shelf would be for, or what each section is for, and then of course the shelves. So I had made it easy that way. There's 4 of them, and then there's the 2 here because I couldn't place them. Well, I have 1 here because I swear there's another enchant, but I can't remember. So, and then of course these are the sackable. Whoops. Did she? Okay, she did. She really did. Okay, hold on. I'm not used to that. I'm used to it being like an open button. But anyway, so the sackables will go in these. There's two of them. I have them set pushed in so that the goal was to kind of not it crowds that space, but my goal was because they're probably going to be kind of standing here, and I wanted it to be like so they could go like this. They can open one of these, open this, and then oh, there's what? There's a garlic in there. That's funny. And then they can open this and set themselves up so they could go wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. That was my plan. And I even put water in here so that they can drink. There's yeah, so they have water to drink, and all they have to do is leave this area just for food. And that is going to be right here. So the food, this is sort of the kitchen. There's going to be, I got 20 or so pizzas already. I may have more. Let's see. Would you get out of the way, Guardian? That Guardian's alive since last year. 26 full pizzas, pretty much. So I have a good chunk of pizza. Bratty girl has helped me out, and Bratty's back. I mean, to get that going. So, because I was like, why don't we cook up some pizzas ahead of time so that in case you can't be there right off the start, and they're like, oh my god, that's a smart idea. You have a place to put them. I'm like, yeah, I have magical chests. I have places. So, like you can see, that's where they go. I'm going to have a food bin here with things that Bratty girl might need. So we haven't gotten together again. I asked Bratty girl is back. I want to say her, but I think it's a guy. For some reason, I don't know why. But I asked her if what she needs and stuff like that. So I even have a place here. There was a reason why there was I needed some barrels. There's 90 barrels here filled with water for people who need a barrel for emptying and stuff like that. So I have a bunch of water barrels set up for them. This is where Shizno's drink's going to be. It's called Shizno's Traveling Bar. I told him I have him a table set up and things like that. So hopefully that's enough space for him. If he needs more, we can work something out and I can expand the tables and stuff. But I'll change out what he needs if he needs more small barrel ones or if he needs wine barrels. I don't know which ones he would need it. So in here, I'm pretty sure I just have an empty barrel. But I do have alcohol to give out for the event. So that will be something like I will put a couple like a barrel out a day or something like that. And I'm like, hey, people take a drink, enjoy and have fun or something like that. So I have a bunch of alcohol supplied by many people. So we got those. Here's another AFK lounge. Let me get this out of my screen. I usually like it there, but Leander's idea, and I liked it a lot, so people can have places to sit. Despite that too many people sitting on one square is going to make them sick, it's going to happen. But I like it. There are, as you see here, there are two of these, one on both sides, so people can send and ship things to each other. So the token is the only thing I couldn't put here, and a lot of people usually like having the D token fairly close to the whole thing in case they want to pull some money out. Problem is, this is an actual live deed. It's ran by one person, but it's an actual live deed. There are things that's going on in here. So, like, I have my farm, I have my herds of animals, I have fields, this is an actual working, my home as well. So I couldn't do that. Not to mention Keppa is something I'm very proud of. So, on the second floor is the forge and smithing floors. So I have signs in here. Hopefully people will see these signs, but they probably won't. Um, I have signs in here telling people little hints and stuff to help them out, like where fishing rods are jewelry smithing and cart. Now I saw this from another person's forum when they were trying to get their lunal or their impalong going, and it didn't quite happen. Unfortunately, things came up, so they couldn't do it. But they had listed like carving knives. These things are what they are, where to put them. And I was like, holy crap. So I used those and put these in the game, like in doing little signs like so. So I'm hoping people will use the signs and read them. So, and then of course I have a ton of, pardon me, a ton of forges. So, like, there's 12 forges just here. And then, of course, I have 16, no, 8 more forges over here. So I have 4 and 4. So I have 20 forges. I think 2 of them went rare. I know 1 for sure did. I don't know if 2 did. Because Brady came over and imped them all up to 90 quality. So there's 1. So I think it's just 1 that went rare. So I do have 1 that's rare. And you can see it says babies don't touch. Key. So like as you see, I do have a bunch of forges. And now they are on the 2nd floor. So the ceiling's not going to be away. Yes, there's going to be a lot of smoke if these are lit. These are the extra forges, so they're probably going to be lit. But it shouldn't be as bad. They didn't seem to be as bad last year when I was looking at them, but again, I didn't have a whole lot of people there. But as you can see here, this is my center where you can actually look down and you can see where all the priesties are going to be. And of course, like, I really love the detail I put into this building, despite that I couldn't get it to work the way I was hoping. Grr. Things happen. Gotta live on, right? But I really, really enjoy this, and you can see, like, I have the goddesses of the moon, and then I'm the priestess of the moon, kind of. So if you actually pay attention to some of these, especially on the top floor, there's supposed to be 4 horses here, and it was supposed to be an almond or like a tip to the 4 horsemen. But I couldn't do that because of this one here. Would put a board or thing like across right here, you see? And there was nothing I could do to get rid of that. Absolutely nothing, and it irritated me. Now that I think about it, there might have been a way I could get rid of it, but I don't know if I can do it now. And it wouldn't have a floor underneath, so it probably won't let me do it. So I don't know. But yeah, so that's the, and of course, you know, this is the supply cart here. I mean, I think there was, okay, yeah, this is the supply cart. And you can see in here that they have, oh, they do have a box for crafting materials down here, up here too. Okay, so I have 500 in here. So I already did get some. And then, of course, there's some cotton in there. I didn't know that I needed crafting materials if I already had them all. But yeah. This, you know, and then, of course, I have this that has some logs in it and stuff like that. And, like, somebody sent me 100 quality silver. Like, things like that. Like, they sent me some good stuff. So I have them here for the lunalong. So like I try to make sure, like, logs and leather can't fit in the BSBs as well. I mean, they do, but you can't put as much. So it's better to put them in large crates, I find. In space ratio thing, it's how that works. And then, of course, this is the top floor. So top floor I'm still working on. You see, this is the arcanic way they did it. So they would do these like this, and I'm trying to update it. So, like, I want to see if bow racks are a good thing. Not box. Not bows. What the? Bow. Let's see. Bow racks can hold up to 100 short bows, 89 bows, and then 67 long bows. Okay, that actually might be a really good idea because I can see taking that out and putting 3 racks there. I can hold almost 300. Well, it's close to 240 bows. That's probably a lot better idea than just sticking them in there. I think I like that. So yeah, we need to write down that I need 3, not just 1 bow rack. We'll do, where is it? Doesn't say on there. Well, guess what? 3 bow racks. So that'd be something. I think I have some spare bow racks around, so I'm gonna look around and stuff. Um, so this is for wooden shields. Now I thought there was a shield rack. Wasn't there just a shield rack that came out? Yes, there is. Yeah, I think so. And it can hold up to 15 shields of any type. Okay, it's not a whole lot, but I think, yeah, I do have one. I got 2 of them. But 15 shields, I don't know how many can be held in a uh coffin, but in pretty wise, I can probably make them like stacked beside each other. And I could do like 4 of them, and that will give me 60. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do some shield racks. I'm gonna do 3 shield racks. So I'm trying to make it look pretty. Because now this is not so much, I mean, it's still function because I do need to make sure if I get a lot of people who have shields and stuff, we get them fit, done and stuff. But, yeah. And the shields would be for wooden shields anyway. So, and it says wooden weapons. Now, I know there's weapon racks, so I'm probably going to use those too for the wooden weapons. So, let's see how many they hold though. Weapon, not weapon. What in the world? I'm learning how to spell today, as every day. According to this, they don't have information. They do have, you could put 28 plus branches in there. What? You can put carving knives in it. Wait, what? You can put a carving knife in the weapon whack. But it says like huge axe 33. It doesn't really say how many, but we could probably do whatever wooden weapons there is. What other wooden weapons would work? Like all these I'm looking at are metal for the most part. Like the mallet is wood. Way too late here. Thanks for the stream. See you at event if not before. All right, Drungos, thank you so much for joining me, and you have a good night and get some sleep. So I only see 1 wooden item, so I probably don't want to do a weapons rack. What wooden weapon? So now I'm curious. Wooden weapon. Let's see if I can find it this way. That's weapons. I really don't know any weapons that are wooden. Oh, a staff. But a staff can be put in a pole arm. Can't staffs go into the pole arms? I think they can. Rack. Halberd, spear, wooden spear, staff. So there's really not many wooden weapons, is there? So I'm probably gonna do, since it says I could put like 89 long spears in there, I bet it's about the same for the staffs. Is a spear wood type or metal? It's a metal. So what about the staff? It says there's a wooden staff and a metal staff. Okay. So there's two types of staffs. Okay. But, okay, a staff can't be improved, though. Just the metal ones. So... Huh. It says weapons. We're going to put a small chest for wooden weapons. So we'll do a large chest, I mean. One large chest. Wooden weapon. Okay. Alright, so there's that. We also need another one for fletching. For arrows, I mean. So that's for the fletching. Because I'm trying to work this so it's easier. Because, first off, these things block up my sight. It looks weird to me. So I'm trying to get rid of some of this. Now the carpentry, there's a lot of those things. So we'll wait for that. Yeep. So like pottery and masonry. I think I could put a bunch. I know like you could do about 100 bowls and stuff like that. So I could do a chest, a wooden chest for pottery. Unless it's amphras. But unfinished amphras can't go into an amphra rack, can it? Let's see. Doesn't say. Let me see something here. For some reason that doesn't look right. Okay. I got the right letters, but not the right sequence. Let's see what I can find in the chat about that. So I believe only fired ones will fit. Okay. So can't do with amphra rack. Because I don't want to like obstruct the view. But can unfinished amphras be put in a, because they're clay, I don't think that works. We might have one of these for big things like that. Because make them masonry things. There's not a whole lot in masonry yet. There we go. So things that people could be putting in there, or going to be putting in there, is like baking stone, grindstones, mortar and pestle. So basically 3 items. And those 3 things, you could fit up to 100 in a chest. So we'll get a chest for the stone work. So we'll do that. Um, so we'll like leave one for pottery. And then we'll leave one for, we'll get this one out of here and put it in a chest. So tailoring. Like, you could fit a lot of tailoring in a chest. I think I'll put the barding in there. Because I know there's a... Barding's huge. Leather working. I will leave one up here for barding. I think I'll leave one of each. And then, of course, we'll come over here. Like, I gotta figure this out. Toy making. I think it's dolls, isn't it? So a chest can work just fine. So there's that. Now I'll leave the dye station the way it is, because I'm going to need space for the big items. So what will happen is when this event starts, I will undo these. I can't just click on, oh, that's why. Because when I open it, it should just go perfectly in order. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, there's 15 different colors here. Because when I unseal them, people can open them up and see the color, and they can pick what number they want. So they can name it. So we'll leave that. Okay. Now, fishing rod racks. Now, when a fishing rod is put together, that's probably fine carpentry, right? Is it rod or reel? I have rod. There we go. And poles. And these, when they imp, are carpentry. So, yeah, we need those. Oh, snap, crack, pop. So how many can fit in one? No clue. Doesn't say. So we'll do one of these. Or should I do two? Let's see. This is fine carpentry. Fine carpentry items. So, the things that people are going to have there. Where's the leatherworking station? Oh, that was over there, yeah. I'm curious about the leather armor stand. I don't know how many can get put on an armor stand. Holds at least one set of all known types of armor. Yeah, I think I'll just keep with the coffins for now. So there'll be like, pardon me, I'm so sorry, I'm all of a sudden yawning. Looking for seeing what items would go into these. Cheese drill, that's small. Fishing rods would be one that they would use. Fruit press, but I'm gonna take fishing rods off because I'm gonna put them in, have them put in another spot. Legit or legetta or it's the little brush looking thing. Machine mount. What in the God's green earth am I looking at? Huh. Cool. Didn't know that. Fruit press. A rope tool. These are all small items that's so far. Small barrels. So, small buckets. Small wine barrel in case somebody uses that. Spinning wheels won't go in there. And anything, they don't fit inside something except for a cart. So 8 small items. I could probably use chests for those. Okay, now that's fine carpentry. So we're going to add 2. That makes it 8. Now let's see about regular carpentry. Ooh, I have to make Christmas trees too. This is a Christmas event, so I need to make Christmas trees. I just thought of that. So I'm looking through. Nope, 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 nope. There's the fishing pole and rod, which like I said, I'm going to have them in a separate thing. A grooming brush, a small item. A mallet, another small item. A spindle, a spatula, a couple more small items. Okay, so with the extra items, that's 12 small items that fits in a chest easily. So, hmm. So I could probably do small chests for regular carp stuff. So we'll just put carp. We'll put it ×2 because we want 2 barrels or 2 things. So far, I need to make 10 more large chests, plus on top of the 20 I need to make. Or is it 25? I need to make a lot of large chests. Let's see. Oopsie. All right. So we wrote those down. Rope making stuff. That's what it says. Rope making stuff. Rope. All right. So there is not a. What is it? Is it not? Am I missing something? Okay, there's a skill. Ropes making. Well, the skill is used while making ropes or bowstrings out of wimp fiber and with a rope tool. Okay, that's great, but the problem is there not something else like those fishing nets? You know what or not fishing nets, but net traps. Uses rope making skill, improved using tailoring tools and materials. Perfect. So, if I understand correctly, improves using ropes making skill, but uses all the tailoring stuff. I need nets. I need net traps. That is going to be cool. Okay, so nets. Nets. Okay, so we need books. Why do you ask me this question? Knowing the answer. So we need books and we need nets. Now, what about the nets for fishing? Like, you know, the fishing trap or the fishing nets? Because I like the fishing, yeah, the fish net. Oh no. Okay. 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 There we go. Uses cloth tailoring. Okay. And the other one? Rope making. Okay, so we need something to put fishnets in. Now, can fishnets fit in the... Ooh. Okay, so fish keep nets. Now these aren't the ones that decay really fast, is it? Because the ones that decay really fast are the fishing nets, right? Which was really freaking annoying. Yeah, they take large amount of them. I had a rare one, and I didn't realize they take damage so quickly, and it decayed in my favorite chest. I was so mad. So, okay. Um, so that means, where did my, okay, there it is. So, alright, so we need something for fishnets. Do fishnets fit in chests? And what other rope making skill stuff can we get? Like, that's legitimately a good question, because I'm trying to find ways to help people. Why did I hit the fishing net when I needed the fish keep net? Thank you. Rope making. Category of items. Okay, there we go. So so net traps and the fish keep net will help with rope making skills. I'm so happy. I'm going to probably be one of the first peoples that's going to be able to make it so people can get rope skills, making skills, and paper, because that's legitimately something I really want to get people to. Let me check what else books have. Papyrus making skill. It doesn't give me a list of all the stuff that's made. You're evil. Okay. It doesn't say. It just doesn't say. So they do this for everything else. I guess it's not been updated, though. It hasn't been updated for about a year. So that's probably why. Because the whole book, the page has been updated this year. But that didn't get updated. And I would like to know, a book whose quality is 22 or less can hold 22 pages. If the quality is 23 or more, it will hold the number of pages equal to its quality. Oh, that's cool. You can make thick books. That's cool. Now my question is, a book can be given a title of up to 20 characters. But it says here used to make an almanac and or archaeology journal. But those, when you make those, don't they turn into leather working? Yeah. So archaeology journal requires leather, or is leather working, and so is almanacs. But the books themselves, but the books themselves, you improve those until your heart's content. Hey, hi. Food? That's not food.
Spoon and fork.
Oh, spoon. Spoon.
Okay.
No, I don't have one.
I'll just check in.
Spoon.
Okay.
Spoon. Don't torture the cat.
Why?
Because I said so. So, creation quality is capped the 1/5 of the paper. What? Oh,
Can you
okay.
move the screen?
What? Oh, poor Bass. I'm so sorry. I know. He's a horrible human being. You were all asleep, and oh, I'm just so happy now. She was all asleepies, and now she has to be forced to be over here.
But she loves it because it's so mommy.
Yes, she's so forced. Yeah, tell me about it. She's like, meow, meow. Now I have fur flying everywhere. Rat.
You're welcome.
No, I didn't say thank you. Dick. Any, no, I didn't. He's a brat. Okay. So the cool thing is I'm going to make an area. You know what would really be cool? I know they put bookshelves in here, but make it so that you can add books into the bookshelf, and then you like it'd be empty. But if you add a book, I don't. Maybe that's too much. Maybe that's just too much. I don't know. But I just think that's cool because you know how we love to customize stuff. Anyway, anywho, my little book is so falling apart. Like, there's 4 pieces of string holding this together. Okay, so fishing rod racks, I'm going to do 2 of those. Saddles, because that's a leather working area. We'll go with 2 for now. Okay, so this is what we need to do. We need to go make stuff. Use a color lamp for the goddess, if I can reach it, probably. Oh, I already got that. A crate rack for the bulk. Have a bin for low quality creation mats. Got 2 of those. Have weapon racks for big things on the bottom for the enchanting size rune on shelves. Done that, thanks to some peoples. Sign, be sure not to let local, to be sure to let local know. So we need to make sure we get these. Okay, since I'm here, I should have some signs in my thing. If I don't already have a courtesy sign up here. Only items, okay. Shells, okay. We need to put another. So I put this big, gigantic red sign here because I wanted people to realize this is an issue. Do not put items in the altars. What are you doing? Oh, okay. We did really have problems with this. Somebody kept putting stuff in the altar, not realizing that doing so, they get sacked if somebody's not paying attention. So I decided to save the heartache and try to help people because there was an issue where they were going after one of the person was trying to go after the priest. So, well, I put it in the altar. Where'd it go? You took it. You put it in the altar. It got sacrificed. Well, they tried. I don't know if it was like they were. I was not on, but it was like they were upset, and I can't blame them. But so we're gonna make sure I have this big, beautiful red sign, as you see right here. So let's go and get another sign. And the sign I need now is. Okay, we're gonna do this. We need to write it in here. Rename. Be sure to let local know you preaching. I think that's right. Please. Alright, so we'll go here. I think that's enough that I can put on my 37 quality one. Copy. Alright, so we'll rename this one. There we go. Yep. So, alright, so we'll go and put this down so I can mark that off on my list. So somewhere that's readable, like when they come in, they're gonna come in, they're gonna see the red sign first. Everybody will. So what we'll do is we'll put this sign next to it. I need to make sure which direction. Aha, it is facing the opposite direction. There we go. There you go. It's a courtesy thing. Be courteous. Let your local know. Okay, it doesn't say that, but you know, that's basically what it is. So we do have the reason that we're doing this is I don't know if they still are having the dark lighters affected still. I think they may have fixed it so that it doesn't affect them anymore because of this. But remember, we did have other gods at one time. So, have weapon. Okay, so there's that. Alright, so my little list of things are getting done here. I'm so excited. Because once I get that stuff done. Yeah. Alright, so we have the deal or no deal spot. I need to write this down. There we go. Because that's also something I need to do. Archery range. And the deal no deal. Deal or no deal. Now, the deal or no deal, I have no date on that one yet. Fab is trying to figure out what his schedule is. So that's what it boils down to. So we are going to come over here and we're going to see what I need. Now, I'm pretty sure I have the mats to make 3 archery targets. I'm going to have to sit down and imp them. And the book thing, I'm probably like, if they get M to 70, I'm probably going to stick them in the backpacks for people to take, sort of thing. So I'll probably do a few myself. But I can't get them up to 70 though. Because my paper making skill, my papyrus, is prospecting. Where is papyrus? What is it under? Is it under alchemy? It wouldn't be. Maybe under nature. Yeah. Well, it's 24. I can get it up to 30 almost. A few of them. But anyway, so I have 2 here. I should have enough in here to make 3. Stone bricks. What's the stone bricks for? Marble slab? I may be having a few extra pieces in here. But mainly, I got the mats I need to make 3 more archery targets. So I need to get the archery target. I only need 3 anyway. Okay. So the other thing I gotta do is, did I make the curb? Oh, nope, I did not make the curb. 3 curb, which is easy. I can just do with stone. So we're going to need those. Let's see, because they're going to be placed. This one's pretty much close to being done. Only thing I need is a BSB full of arrows. And it's going to be practice arrows or the ones without a tip. What are you doing? Hey, Psycho Kitty. My meow. 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 I thought you were going to make something you were asking earlier. You probably didn't hear me. I am in another room, so with the door like this far open. Anyway, so let's see. This is kind of dark in here. Yeah, I thought you were going to do something like pizza or something because that's why you were asking earlier. That's what I thought. Ah!
I don't know if there's anything specific you wanted or.
$1 million.
Don't y'all.
Thank you. Soy sauce?
Sure.
Thank
You
you.
let me get it fast? I didn't know.
You stole one of her little climb ups.
Huh?
You stole her little climb up be cutie cute cat, meanie. You shouldn't give him lovin's. You're my kitty. I'm such a jealous person. um, sorry. I'm hungry. And then naturally I get on the stream. I want food. Ha! Am I the only one that's like this? I don't. I like to know one day. You guys should like say something on my Twitch or YouTube or whatever to let me know. Am I the only streamer you guys see that goes for long periods of time and eats during her stream? You think I'm like, did you just steal my cat and okay, okay. I was about to lose my cool on
I didn't
you.
steal her, I just teased her.
All right, get out of here, you, and close the door. So that I don't know what he's watching, but the last time he was watching Harry Potter, and they demonetized my whole entire video, and that was like an 8-hour, the finishing video for the campground. I was not pleased about it, but that is something else I did too. I got my my personal docs of sorts basically done. There's still some work to be done, of course. Naturally, there's always work to be done, right? Nothing is ever completely done in Worm. If anything's ever done 100% in Worm, we got problems. Okay. So I'm feeling like this is kind of dark, but I don't feel like it's too dark. Like, I think we should put a little light. Jesus criminy, are you okay? My cat just spazzed. Daddy comes in here and messes with her, and now she's like, I'm a spaz cat. But I'm thinking about putting a little light in here, I guess. Somewhere around here, maybe one on each side up here. It may light up the top floors better. But this really does look good. I'm actually pleased. I think it was last stream or the stream before last I finished these up and placed them. But that looks really nice. Now, I know there's a dark spot in the middle. So I might... No, I don't want to do that. I don't know. I was thinking about putting lights in the middle, but I don't know if I really want to do that. You know? Yeah. So, just so everybody knows, there's going to be the 3 different ranges for bow types and stuff like that. So that's what I was planning on doing. So, I'm going to try to put a lamp on both sides down here. We'll see about how that looks. Because see how dark it is up here? Now, I don't know if I put a lamp down there if it will affect up here. It may not. But it'll be something I'll have to check out when I put some lamps down. So we'll do lamps. We'll need lamps for this. This building's almost, or this whole thing is almost done. I mean, it took me just about a day to do it. Less than that. I like that the way I did it. It has this little nice little step sort of thing going on. And admittedly, I don't like walls, but I was trying to reduce the amount of stuff this way because I wanted people to look this way. But that's the Deal No Deal building right there. Also called the game hall. Alright, so we'll see what we need for that building. I can't remember how many chests I need. I know I wanted a table. And I'm thinking I might use some signs. So, I think I do want a table. This is like the most decorating. But these are part of the game factors too. And I'm pretty sure it's 5 across that I'm doing this as. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it 5 across? Oh, it's 4 times 5, which is 20. Because I think it's 20, not 25. Let me see something real quick. Fab has sent me a video. I saw it. Yeah, 20 chests. So I need 20 chests. Oops. Yeah, bopping me in the head. So I need 20 chests, large chests, to do this. So with prizes, consent picks. A contestant picks the type they want. The selected prizes are eliminated from the board at the end of each round. The banker makes an offer to the player to. I'm trying to figure this out. So they did money. Yeah. I want to see something. I hope it doesn't pick up on the stream because I don't want to mess it up, my stream up with it. Wow, that is kind of cool looking. Like I can't see how much iron's over here. Okay, so I'm just looking to see how much this is. 50, 60, 70, 80. Grr. Gotta do math. And my brain doesn't want to do math today. Leave it to my brain going, no! Alright. I'm assuming that there is a 25 copper, or no, that would be 20 copper, so we'll go with that. Oh, wait. Would that be a 10? Oh, I see. Okay, so that would be a 10. Oh, and the Supreme Compass is the main prize. Alright, so... Jesus Christ. Alright, and then there's 2 and 1. So... Now, I'm pretty sure that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it'll probably be 50 iron. I don't know. They did iron. I don't know if I want to do iron. I might do prizes. Okay, but it comes to almost a gold. And I do, believe it or not, have a gold reserved for this. He says we could do prizes and stuff like that, so I might do prizes. I do have a lot of really good prizes stuff that I've been getting. So that's something I'm looking at too. I need to do more research of the deal no deal. Because, like, I really need to know better to make this a really great game for people. Not saying it's not going to be a great game. But I wanted to have Storage Wars. But I don't have the space. I got lucky using this spot. Because we used to have a player here. And this was where he was going to be. I bet he never built his house. And that's the other player. This is Baby's house. I just need a gate right there, and I haven't done it yet. But, so, yeah, let me... And the reason I have, like, yeah, I do have space, technically, in a sense of the word, right here. My only problem is... the Storage Wars... This is going to be too close. Because everybody's going to be doing their things in the chat right here. And this is just too close. I'm going to have to log a character and see something real quick. Hi, baby girl. I have a character, should be down here somewhere. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run her over there to the deal or no deal and say something in the local. And see if that, if it pops up. Because that makes me a little concerned that I just put that over there and it didn't look. I think Running Horse is over at Vendahorse. So Luna Dark should. Oh, Luna Dark's probably at her deed. No, she's in the zoo. It's gonna be a minute. She's gonna have to run. She's in the zoo because I use her for breeding the animals. Speaking of which, I need to do. Alright. Because, see, Luna Dark is a priestie. She is the Magron priest. And during the Impelong, she is going, which here shortly I should put her up for 15 days. Not yet. But, like I said, shortly. This might tax my system a little bit. She's still loading in, and she's got low graphics. There we go. Okay. Let's get her out of the zoo. I need to breed my unicorns. Oh, I got so much breeding to do. But I'm alright with it. I'm not mad about that. Don't go into the field. This slows you down to walk on that dirt. Oh, hi, random pig. 2 random pigs. Just chilling out here. That is freaking... They're right next to each other, too, like... That's funny. To me, that's funny. Okay, now we can run through the field. Because this part of the field, I can get to the door. So, I'm going to test to see how much noises are heard back and forth from that area. My disease has gone away. Nice to know. And yes, I saw that on my main character. The character that's just standing there and chilling. Okay, so... Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Okay. Alright, so I'm at the mine door, so we can't hear that. Again, we're not in each other's local either. We should be popping up in each other's local here soon. There we go. So here's my question. When I come over here to the game hall, I'm going to stand her about where I would want. Okay, now it says I got her in local, but is she... Yeah, she is in local. So that's from here. Now let's see about over here. So people can hear the game is basically... That's sort of something I would like. It's people to be able to hear the game and enjoy the game while they're over here empty. So I'm like going to the farthest part of the building kind of thing. Okay. Looks like... Okay. Yep. Still from that distance, apparently she can pick it up. Okay. So, where the person is going to be, and let's see. Ah! I'm at my limit, though. And I say that because when I moved her from the spot where the contestant is supposed to be standing away, she walks out of range. So, like, bam, she's out of range. Okay. Now, she's not popping up in the local by name. Does that mean she's not popping up when she says something? I've noticed that you may not see somebody, but you can read their text. I've noticed this. Now, this especially works when when they're on top and they're saying something to each other. So yeah. Yep, that didn't pop up on Draca. So, alright. The archery contest you will be able to hear. Most likely. Um, from the thing. So people can listen in on the archery contest. Alright, so we'll exit you out right now. Okay. Excuse me. So that is something to consider. Alrighty. I'm thinking about lining the back wall with a bunch of blank or empty shells. See, she's out of the range where she's standing now. Like, and put the prizes on the shells that they lose. So, like, the thought process I was thinking is like they pick a chest and we'll have a key, or that's something we'll have to do is have a sign maybe. We'll have 20 signs. We'll do 20 small signs. And this way we can do like have them all there, and whatever sign or whatever one they want, they'll have that sign sitting on or next to the table. And that'll be the number they pick. And if I recall correctly, they go through the whole process. But each time they say no, you know how they show what the prize is? So they'll pull it out and they'll show the prize or say what the prize is, and they'll set it on the back for the banker. I think that's what I want to do. So I want some small shells. Empty shells. How many empty shells should I do? I wonder. Empty shells. Hmm. What do you think? Sorry, I'm trying to type this in. Or, well, keep it updated. So, like, empty shelves. I think maybe we could do, like, 5. Because each shelf has 3. That would give us, like, 15, but we can put things in there. We'll do 5 empty shells. Now, I honestly think I have some empty shells somewhere. So, yeah. So, we're going to get this building. Oh, we need to finish the floor, too. What? I don't know what to do, though, for the floor. I mean, finish floor. I just don't know what I want. Like, I don't know what I want to... yeah. So, I'm trying to think of what I want to do with the floor. I can't really do much in the way of a ceiling for these. Now, I could block it off, but why? I mean, I kind of like the way this looks now. And you can see if I can get my thing here to go in here. There we go. I will also have merchants with stuff. I need to go through and do all that too. Open. Gems. I'm looking for the satchels. They usually need to be repaired every 5 seconds. Okay. Oh, there we go. I was going to say, okay, guess not. Does it make sense to spam that in the... That's kind of cool. Okay. So we got a few things on the list of things I need to get and make. I need to finish these 2 buildings primarily before I go and work on the Impalong building some more. I mean, it's not much of a work. I'm just now trying to add more stuff. Well, not necessarily add. Like, I am planning on doing the books and the rope making, since I know that books help your pious skill, and I want people to be able to do that. And the net iron, or the net and fishing net, or fish keep nets, help with net rope making skill. Now the other thing is I'm working on too. I need to get back upstairs and start breeding my sheep again. And I need to keep those particular ones. I did something last year, and Chip, well, it was CIP, it was Kip, I guess you could say. But for some reason, I called him Chip. Anyway, he was using one of my rams. I had these special rams that have fight fiercely and something else, tough boogers, traits, right? And so he was using them. He would go in there with the shield, with no weapon, and just sit there and work on his skill. So I'm going to do that. Um, I think I'm going to have a few of them I'm going to do that with in here. So that people may actually work on their skills and not have a problem. So I think what I'll do is, you see these rooms here, like this one, and the 2 on both, 1 on each side of these. So they're technically in the building. So I don't know if they would let them attack them, so that might be something I have to figure out, because it may be a building permission. They will not be branded, because I know of animals that are branded, you can't do that with. You can't attack them. I think. I'm pretty certain if it's branded, you're not allowed to attack. I'm pretty sure of it. But this way, so there's a few animals in here. Because I'm hoping that they don't spawn too many critters in these 2 sides, because they're considered in the building. So only person that can come and pick up and clean it up would be me. Anything within that second half, that would be an issue. That's the only downside, but that's something I learned last year. The year before, I didn't realize it, but because they kept dying here, and I was like, okay, well, no problem, because the year before, this river wasn't here. So this river here, that is awesome! And that was caught on camera. That was beautiful. 218. Okay, we gotta write this down. 218. Whale. I'm sorry, I thought that was really cool to turn my camera only to see my whale splashing. I'm sorry, but that was just cool. And yes, that whale is over a year old. So it was spawned last year. And I've been caring for it and feeding it and making sure it stays safe. So, yeah, like I said, I have planned on putting the iron chain fence here along the edge here to prevent people from parking and stuff. I'm hoping people don't park because you're gonna find you can't unload and load over here. Now, it would be cool if they could make. And there's the whale again. That's cool. All right. It would be cool if they could make it where we could designate a zone in our deed for permissions for people to do things instead of building a building, right? You can't build a building over water except for bridges. But it would be cool to designate a zone. So let's say if somebody comes through here and there's a bear shark, they kill it. Well, they can't pick up the bear shark because the dang thing is on my deed. And I think things like that should be allowed. Um, but that's why I said they should be designated zones. But this is underground, so if I put a designated zone through this area, it would probably affect the top half of the deed. And that would be a problem if my horses or something precious to me like that is in that area. And they, that's, I understand the complications that might cause, so I don't know. It's just I wish there was a way we could designate zones. I mean, I'm pretty sure doing designated zones for that is just going to be immensely painful. Because what I would have done is like anything like this is all road. I would have this as a designated zone for people to walk on and they could drop stuff or do. I mean, you can, on my deed you can drop stuff, but they have a hard time picking things up. So I need to change these out too. Whoa, what was that? Something on my screen just did weird. Oh, it was a Twitter thing. Huh. Okay. It was a Twitter thing that popped up. That was weird. Um, got me distracted for a few seconds. I gotta kind of finish the rest of this. I got a third of it done. I need to finish the rest of it and make it cool looking. Hey. Hold on just a second. I love it when my friends get a hold of me. So anyway, yep, to put that there. Uh, yeah, so I got a lot to do. I got quite a bit done on my list of things to do so far. I'm happy with that. Not happy like I'm done. I still got quite a bit. I would like to do the colored lamp. I would like a nice purple, a bright purple, but I don't know if I can do a bright purple. Because my problem is, oh Jesus Christ! Hold on a second. I'm gonna have to mute you guys. Sorry, they called me. There's a problem. Alrighty now, I am back. But unfortunately, only for a few minutes. Turns out this just something's going on. It's not bad. It's a good thing. My friend is planning a wedding and everything, and he wants to talk to me about it. And he's going to the bar because that's where he works. So I guess that's where I'm going. So I'm going to put my character to bed because I realize I have used up some of my sleep bonus, and I need sleep bonus. But I wrote down a bunch of stuff. I told you what's going on. Um, I may not be back on for the rest of the night. I do game tomorrow. I have things going on tomorrow. But I plan on probably streaming more often this week. If I'm not getting busy with something else that's going on. I do plan on coming back and streaming more. But I did get a few things done even on this stream. Uh, I got me some the forge area. I think I had just got done before I started the stream. So I got that done. Um, I almost got. I'm learning how to drive. Clearly, as I run into walls. There we go. So basically, what I'll do is tomorrow I'm gonna try to stream a little bit. I may do smaller, shorter streams like this. I was yawning and stuff, but now I got my, wake up juice, I guess you can say. So like, nah, that's how that works for me, right? Um, But anyway, so basically, oh, I love seeing the part of my dogs. I'm wondering if I can raise the ceiling. That's going to be something I'm going to do on my own time. But since this is the week before, I need to focus on my animals and getting the lunalong going. And so mostly my goal is to get all the stuff I need for the lunalong put together and done so that I can start getting it out like I need. So yeah, we're going to go park myself. Now, I think it was today or yesterday. I did check, it was yesterday. I did check on my chickens and stuff like that, so they're good. And that's how I know I need to get on to my other animals. But I have to sit down, figure out what merchants I need to get, because I use merchants as storages as well. Because you can store up to 50 items, like 52, I think, on one. And that's why there's a room full of them in here. That's my harem. I have one there. I know, I'm horrible. I'm a horrible human being. Shoot me later. But, there we go. But anyway, so I'm going to end my stream tonight on this. I know it's only a 2.5 hour stream. I apologize for being such a short stream, and I know, Dude Jensen, you're always looking for me in the mornings. I'm so sorry. I'll make up to you somehow. Like, you guys are my men. You guys have been my friends on this thing. I love it. My lurkers are important to me. Again, like I said, I do plan on streaming more. It is officially before midnight. We have 6 days. 6 days to the lunalong 2020, y'all. That's the third lunalong in a row for me. We'll make this year a great year, and you guys are going to watch it be made. You're going to watch it happen, and you're going to hear it throughout the history books of Worm. That's Draka signing off, saying good night, good morning, and good afternoon, wherever you are. Adios.